Alright guys, Lucky from Busted Stud, working on the 12-bolt Posi, getting it ready to put in the car, gonna throw the brakes together, throwing some new brake lines, got a new wheel cylinder, cleaned up the backing plates nice. Now basically they're drum brakes, so fluid gets pumped through the brake line when you hit the brakes. There's little plunges in the wheel cylinders that push out against the brakes, and so when you press the brake pedal, the shoes come out, press against the drum, car slows down, you let your foot off the brake, the springs, and pull the shoes back in. Pretty cool setup, used it for years. So we're gonna go through the process of throwing them back together and we'll see how it comes out. Alright, so I got the brakes laid out here just to give you an idea of all the parts. Here's your self-adjuster, this is for the emergency brake. Here's the rod that when you hit the brakes, it's going to automatically hit the adjusting wheel. This is the big shoe, it goes on the back, and the small one goes on the front. We're going to put it all together. I like to use brake lube, and I put it on the contact plate points where it hits the backing plate and the hardware, so it runs smoothly and it doesn't squeak when you hit the brakes. So let's go throw it together. Alright, so here's that brake grease, white grease, basically. You just get it on your finger, you're going to put it on the contact points. These are little raised pads. Right there. Like 6 of them. Right there. And right there. I also like to put a little bit on this thing, because it's where the shoe's going to ride. And then...
What's that part called? Shoe rider?
It's a pivot point for the top of the shoes, and then the springs go onto it. So we need going on that. I feel pretty good about greasing it up. Let me go with the parts and we'll start throwing this thing together. Alright, so I'm going to put in the plunges here, right like that. You can stuff them in the, put a little white grease on it. Not going to hurt. Pretty good. That's step 1. Okay, they go in hard, but I got it.
That's a plunger.
Yeah. Alright, so now you grab your rear shoe. It's the longer one. You can put it in, it goes right in the plunger. It's going to sit against that.
Is it longer or just thicker?
It's actually longer. That's your hold down for the top. Now you put on one of these little pins. Pretty handy, goes right through here. Pretty good. This is good because they give you a nice spring here.
Oh, you get a better view there. So you put the spring on the thing.
This is a special tool. You've probably seen one of these and not known what it was, but it's for this guy. It's got a little keyway on it. Right here. Put it in. And you try not to have it fall apart. You throw this on here. Okay, just careful. It takes a little navigating. Yep, just like that. And then I'm gonna push it on. It takes a little juggling. Get right where you want it. Get right where you want it. Yep, like that. Line it up and just push it through. It's gonna go right through there.
Lock it on there.
Yeah, just
it'll lock it.
Piece of cake. You've probably seen it dancing around a little bit, but that's okay. We're gonna straighten it out. There it is.
Nice.
This fell off. We're gonna fix it. There you go. That's probably the trickiest part, is getting those retainers on there. And that's in pretty good shape. Now I gotta repeat it on this side. It's the front one. So this has a self-adjuster on it, so there's more to it. So you just slide that on. The little cup's gonna hold the spring. Pretty much the same process. Throw it to the pin. Throw it right to the pin. That's good. Get it close to this spot. Try not to drop it. Is your spring. Okay, that one fell. I'm gonna pick it up in a second. Usually helps to have like extra hands for this, but I don't know, you can do it. I have faith in you. Okay, just line it up, push it on like that. Nope. Like that. There it is. Pretty good. Okay, and you saw me drop this spring. This goes in under here. There it is. So, yeah, and then this, you know, it wouldn't hurt to put a little grease on it because, you know, right against it. But this goes up here. This is for the self-adjuster hardware. Get right in underneath that thing. And it's gonna go up onto this here. Okay, pretty close. Just, okay. It's just, you're gonna line up every single piece like a puzzle. Yep, that's pretty close. Now this can go up here. Probably. It's pretty close. It's gonna make it. Okay, that's good. Alright, so that's pretty good. We got it up there. It's a little spring on it down here. It's gonna pivot. There'll be a spring that goes here. Next thing I'm gonna do is put in this. This holds the top of the emergency brake. There's a spring, it goes this way. I don't think it matters this way or this way, but I like to put it down. And then you slide it in here. Okay, it's gonna go right in there, into that slot, right there. Can you guys catching it? Yeah. And then you slide this thing back, and there you go.
Well, that was easy.
Yeah. So one little detail here is I don't have the emergency brake cables, but you can see the action when you hit the emergency brake. It's gonna actually push that out. So, pretty good. Yeah, this popped out. Okay, and this popped off. We'll get it right. It's like a little puzzle. There it is. So really closing the gap on it. The set of springs here now. The short one goes on this side. And here's another brake tool. It's got a little ball and socket on it. Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Take your spring like this, put it up here, and you go heave-ho.
Whoa, that was easy.
Yeah. And then on this side, you got the longer spring, which probably goes in this hole, comes around. It actually helps hold all this stuff together. Yeah, gotta get that in a little bit further. Okay, just a little bit further. All right, like that, yeah. And so now this spring, use that same tool, put it around here. Yeah, grab this guy. I know it doesn't look good, but it's gonna go. It's gonna go. I think it's gonna go. Seems like I picked the wrong hole for that. Maybe I'll try this one. Yeah, it's gonna make a big difference.
Careful.
Yeah. Oh, it's only gonna go one way. There it is.
Nice. That went right on.
Yeah, well, it's in good shape. We're almost there. Don't forget this. This is your self-adjust. I put some white grease on it. I put a little bit of grease right here on the threads because who knows the next time this thing's ever going to see the light of day. You just want that to spin nice. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, wipe off the excess. You don't need this stuff dripping on your brain and brake job. And so this is stuff in here.
You still using Rogaine?
No. Give
I
up
can
on
tell.
that. Yeah, give up on that. And there it is. When you hit the brakes in reverse, it's going to actually move this arm up and down. And if it needs to, it's going to adjust your brakes. Got one spring left. You're going to love this one. What the heck do I do with this guy? All right. Well, this one's pretty nice. Looks funny because I really want to put it on this way. Little tiny hole there. Back there. Okay. Just gonna get it in there. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna reverse this. We're gonna put this on after. Don't be afraid. We're gonna put it on after. On here. And I grab this with some cutters or dikes, they call them. There you go. Now I can throw the adjuster in. Gotta spread this part pretty far. Jesus, okay. It's coming right like. Get it in there. Spread it apart. Just gonna get right into that groove. Okay, there it is. Wow. And that's pretty much done.
You make it look so easy.
It only takes a couple minutes after you get the secret. All right, so you're gonna put your drum on and then you're gonna work this adjuster. You wanna have some drag on your drum, you're gonna feel it's gonna, you'll be all set. That's it. So this is all together now. We're one step closer to putting it in the car. Pretty excited. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Busted Stud Garage.
Thanks, Lucky.